proud of you. We got Taylor coming in at 18 points for the month of July. We have Gwenna Carson, new coach, Ashley Miller, Allison Stinson, Allison Hall, Amanda, Leslie, Allison Jockle, Missy, Shay, Tiffany, Heather, Clark, Stephanie Ebert, Lindsay, Christy, Caitlin, Danielle, and Rachel Harvey all hitting that SC10. And so many other people. I think I'm blocking a name real quick, so I'm going to move that. Look at all these names of people who achieved Success Club in the month of July. That is amazing. And I actually have no doubt that we are going to see even more names on the board for the month of August. I'm absolutely positive, without a doubt, August is going to be completely record breaking. It's going to be amazing for the team, amazing for our businesses. And most importantly, it is going to be amazing for other people to see what we are as a team and what we do and what we stand for. And so I just too wanted to take a minute to kind of tell you guys how truly proud I am of this team. So I was talking to my husband last night, and we were just talking about the calendar. And if you have specific questions on how to add someone to the calendar, Mike's sort of taken the reins on that, so you can ask him. But we were just saying how cool it is that, people will fill out that calendar and then they'll look at the people that they're sweating for. And without question, you guys are doing it. I mean, you're just thinking of that person and thinking of that story and thinking of how much that means to somebody else. And you're taking that initiative. So I think often about the slight edge. And I think about how a lot of times when we do things and make decisions in our personal lives and in our business lives to do certain things, other people are just watching and they're inspired by it. And even though the Every Sweat Matters started, oh my goodness, really a year ago when people were sweating for me when I was ill, seeing how it's grown in the last year to being able to pay it forward to other people has just been absolutely incredible to see. So I am beyond proud of the team. I love what we stand for. I love that you guys are starting to see the benefits by having people ask and wanting to be a part of that. I just think that's the coolest thing, that people are like, I want to be on that team that sweats bigger. I want to be on that team that has that calendar. I just think that's pretty amazing. So as we get into August, think about that part of it. And tonight's call is all about marketing and the marketing strategy and how you can truly market yourself and really set yourself out for an entirely successful month. So it really starts with knowing what you have in your back pocket. It starts with things like the specials, and we're going to go into that a little bit. And then it starts with your goals and what you want to be able to achieve. So let's first just do a quick review so you guys know what's available to you. We have this month on sale. We have size that will be carried through the rest of the month, on sale for $10 with Shakeology. I always say it that way so people understand the benefit of getting Shakeology for only $10 more. They can add a great workout, a really great program that people are loving, that people are talking about. So if you are in that size group, talk about that group in your wall. Start talking about the people who are getting results, the people who are, achieving success, the people who are, sweating in the group and sharing their size videos. Have you shared a size video on your wall? If you have seen my like page, my videos are horrible. They're awful. But it's getting a lot of traction. It's gaining a lot of interest, and people are asking me, well, what is this size workout? What is it about? What is the purpose of the program? How does the program work? And the more you can engage people in the conversation, the more you're going to see that more people come to you. The second thing that's on sale this month as a challenge pack is your 3-day refresh. This is a great way to get anybody who is interested in Shakeology to basically get an entire detox program, a cleanse program for $10 more to really kickstart their results as they use Shakeology. It is a fantastic way to really make sure that people are getting results fast, so that when they start using Shakeology, they're really seeing the benefits and they're already feeling amazing because they've used it for 3 days and have seen success with that refresh. So the 3-day refresh is on sale. And on top of that, you have what's called the Kickstart. So let's say somebody says to you they want size, they want Shakeology. The other option they have is for $180 is to add the 3-day refresh with it. So you would get size, you would get the 3-day refresh, and you would get your first month's supply of Shakeology. The other thing I always add on to that conversation is that they're also getting Beachbody On Demand free for 30 days. And one thing that they have recently added onto Beachbody On Demand is the workout of the day. Am I frozen? A lot of people. Can you guys hear me okay? Can you somebody give me a thumbs up? Okay. It was frozen. That was really weird. So the workout of the day, it's the challenge du jour, and it's a different workout from the catalog of the library they have. And what on top of that, they've taken all of these master trainers that they have throughout the organization. The master trainers are also going to be adding different workouts into the catalog as well. So there is a collection of hundreds of workouts at your fingertips that can be live streamed. The workout that I'm doing right now along with size is Shailene Extreme. If you have not done that workout, it's an amazing program. It's all weight work. And so it's perfect. If somebody's doing size, you can tell them, try this too along with size. If you want to be able to do more with your workout, this is a great program to do. Am I still good? Can you guys hear me okay? Okay, it's really pouring outside and I'm just wondering if that's part of it too. Okay, all right, so real quick, Coach Online Office, breaking news. Make sure you are checking that out. Make sure that you are seeing what's going on. There's so many new products that are available, so many more things that you can talk about. Don't think that you have to talk about everything. Focus on 1 or 2 things that you really want to make sure that you're getting the word out about. But if you have not seen the Super Saturday video, if you were not able to attend the Super Saturday in your area, go into that Coach Online Office again and check out the Super Saturday video. There are amazing tips about Team Cup. There is also great information about the boosts that are now available for Shakeology. Personally, I've only done very minimal with understanding boosts and trying it out and really talking about it because I've been so focused on other elements too. But that is something that I'm going to talk about tonight as well. Everyone should have received an email from Beachbody. It's called the Coach Monthly. If you have not seen the Coach Monthly, it's fantastic. They have great information for you about all of the things that are coming up through Beachbody. But on top of that, they have this whole different collection of information and tips and strategies. So one thing that I clicked on in that newsletter is I clicked on the part that said revisit or recapture summit. It was something like that. And inside it was like this gold mine of personal development and great tools. And I just went into there and I pulled out all of these great articles, all of this great information, these past recordings of different coaches on the National Wake Up Call. It was fantastic. So even though if you first scan that email and just maybe click the YouTube link for it, I encourage you to actually go back into that email, open it up again, and just scroll down through it because there's really, really good information in there. All right, so Cup Challenge, reminder for the Cup Challenge. If you are on a team, you get 2 points for every challenge pack you sell. You also get a point for a Shakeology HD, but on top of that, you now have the stacks for the performance line. If you sell a performance line stack on Home Direct, so that might be the ultimate stack where you get I believe it's the Recover drink and the Energize, you're going to get an HD point, or I'm sorry, you're going to get get a Success Club point for that. The only performance stack that is available as a challenge pack is if it's purchased with Beachbody on demand, and you'll get 2 points for that. Also, if you sell a boost with your challenge pack, I believe you get 1 point. And if somebody wants to chat to correct me, I believe it counts towards cup. I don't believe it counts towards total Success Club points. Is that correct? If somebody knows that for sure, that would be awesome. Counts towards cup. Okay, cool. Awesome. Thank you. All right. So here's what I was thinking we could do as a team to kind of help each other out. So if you do not see, or if you have not seen the boost line, there's 3 different boosts that can go in your Shakeology. There's a Power Greens, there's a Digestive Health, and then there's a Focus Energy. And if you have not tried them, I encourage all of you to give it a whirl and just purchase them and see what you think. My suggestion and what I would love from all of you is testimonials within the KB of what you've experienced so far. Good, bad, ugly, we're going to keep it real in there. So I'm going to be honest. I'll go first. I'm going to talk about Focus Energy because Taylor's looking at me because she already knows the answer to this. So Focus Energy, it's all natural, right? And it is meant to basically boost your system. So when you drink Shakeology, you're getting over 70 natural ingredients, you know, all of these superfoods, but sometimes we still aren't getting enough calories, or we aren't getting enough of the greens that we need to eat throughout the day. Or people have a habit of drinking coffee in the morning, and instead of drinking coffee, you can boost your Shakeology to just give it that little extra edge. So I have not tried Digestive Health yet. I love the Power Greens, but I'm going to give you my honest testimonial of Focus Energy. It is not for me. It is not for me. So I took it, and my heart rate goes really, really high up. Some people love that. If Allison Hall is on the call, and I don't think she is, she loves that feeling of just being wired. I cannot stand it. So to me, the Boost Focus Energy, this is 100% just me being real. I cannot take it. I am way too focused. I am way too energized, and the heart rate thing kind of freaks me out. So, but the Power Greens, I do really, really love because I know I'm getting the additional vegetables that I need because I really don't eat enough vegetables. It makes the taste of the shake a little bit different, but it's nothing powerful that will alter like the way you feel about your Shakeology. It just kind of gives it this little extra kick. So Focus Energy is going to be good for people who really like that extra caffeine in the morning. So it's going to be good for people who do have like trouble focusing. You are going to feel it with the Focus Energy, at least in my opinion. Has anyone else tried it yet or wants to give some feedback about it? You can just unmute yourself. No?
I used it.
Okay, so what do you, which one?
Well, I've used them all.
Okay, so what do you think? What do you notice?
Okay, I don't feel that heart race thing with the Focus Energy. I just felt like super laser focused, but I also drank it right before I was, like during while I was teaching. So I'm not sure if like the energy boost, because I was doing something active, kept me like focused on teaching. So I loved it. I felt good. Like I really enjoyed it. I was like, wow, this really helped me push through that last like hour and a half of teaching where normally I just want it to be over.
Okay.
The greens, I like them. They don't have too much of a taste, but they do make your like shake look funny. So if you have like, they'll make it look like green. So
the picture I took today, did you see that, Taylor, in the group, in the size group?
Yeah.
It had the Power Greens in it. So it did have that green. You're right. It makes like that.
It just looks funny.
Yep.
And then the digestion I just started taking this week, and I like it. It didn't do anything like bad to me, but I know some people have said like it works quickly.
Okay. Is that Dave in the background?
Yeah, he's saying things.
Okay, so I guess what I would love from you guys in the KB, and one thing that we can really help each other with is, even if you don't want to try all three, but you maybe want to try one and you want to see what it's about, and really use it as an opportunity to talk about it and be able to almost make yourself an expert in one area of it. I would suggest trying all three of them out, seeing what they're like, seeing what they do for you, so that you can talk about them and you can talk about them with your challengers, but also have the testimonial bank in the Knockout Brigade to sort of help you understand the product a little bit more as well. So that is my information about the boost. My challenge is to build a testimonial bank. How it's going to work, I'm going to create an image. It's going to be a picture in the Knockout Brigade, and it's going to be a photo album. And within that photo album, all I need from you is to add pictures or images of what you think of the supplement. So you would take a picture of maybe you holding Focus Energy, and then where it says you can add some text to it, you're going to add what your opinion is of the product. So I think it will go really well. I think we can really give some honest feedback with it. Okay. All right. So I am ready to talk about marketing. Are you guys ready for this? You feeling good? Are you guys excited about August? We have so many cool things that are going on. All right. So I'm going to do a quick screen share so you guys don't have to stare at me anymore. All right. Let's see what I got. Okay. All right. So I want to talk to you guys about what I do in order to prepare for a month ahead. So the crazy thing is, we got out of Summit and we were all just on this almost crazy high, and we were so focused on size, and we were so focused on unpacking our suitcases and making sure we had all the information we needed for the performance line, and we had all the information we need for the boost line, and we had this plethora of stuff that it can almost be overwhelming, and you think to yourself, well, where do I even start? Where do I even begin? So what I do is I really try to make a very conscious effort to map out my month. And it's always based on the goals I've sort of set for myself in that coming month. So I create this sort of marketing strategy designed with what I want to accomplish by the end. So by August 31st, what the things are that I would really like to accomplish by the end of the month. So in order to be able to do that, it's kind of a 5-step process. So I'm going to kind of walk you through what those 5 steps look like. And while I'm doing that, I think the best thing that you can do is maybe have your calendar. So if you have to run out of the room real quick and grab your calendar, or if it's on your computer, maybe you're pulling it up. But I want you to sort of look at your calendar and go along with me as I sort of go through this. So step 1 is reflecting on, thank you, on the month that you've just had. All right, so July, it's over, it's done with. Maybe you hit SC. Maybe you came really close. Maybe you were right there. Maybe you knocked it out of the ballpark. Whatever it might have been, you need to make sure you have a little bit of downtime to reflect on what you did that month. Some of those things are going to include, who were you targeting your audience towards? What were your posts like? Were you consistent with your post? Go back into your Facebook photos and find the most sought after or the most looked at post, or the most the comments you got from a certain post. What was it about that sort of stood out a little bit? Another thing I do when I reflect on a month is I compare it to the month I had before. So when I look at the end of July and I see how many Success Club points I've earned, or how many Success Club points my husband has earned, I compare that to what I did the month before. I know that my month of July should be somewhat higher because there was just a product release and I pushed that certain product. But the other thing I do is I actually, because I've been coaching for a while, I go into my Coach Online office and I compare the Success Club points I've earned in July to what I earned last July knowing that last July was also a product release month too. So I reflect and make sure, well, have I grown? Was there something that I maybe did a little bit differently the month before that either prevented me from moving forward, or maybe it propelled me in moving forward? Was there a certain part of the month where I noticed it was easier for me to sell challenge packs? Was I really bombarded at the end of the month, or was I struggling at the end of the month to make sure that I was getting my SC points in? So I reflect on the things that I did really, really well and the things that I struggled with. I also started to look at the no's that I got. Are you tracking your no's? Are you tracking the things that people are saying to you? You want to make sure that you're taking into consideration the reasons people are giving you for not wanting to participate. Is it a time thing? Is it a money thing? Is it something where they're just afraid of failing? Or maybe the program that you put out didn't match what they maybe thought they were capable of doing. So go back into your invite scripts, go back into your list, and go back and say, okay, you know what? I haven't talked to Nancy in a while. I'm going to go back to Nancy and I'm going to just talk to her and let her know what I have going on this coming month. Because I know that she said, I don't have time. I'm on vacation. I really want to relax. I don't want to be able to, have to check into a group, because her objections for last month aren't necessarily going to be the same objections as she's going to have this month. So that's step one, is reflecting on the month you've completed so that you can set yourself up for a successful next month. All right, so it's July 31st. In our case, it's August 3rd, which is the beginning of the month. It might as well be the 1st. But now it's time to look at your calendar. And if you have your calendar in front of you, I want all of you to do that right there. And the first thing I do when I look at my calendar is I look at my personal life and things that I have going on in my personal life. What are the obligations that I have? What are the things that I know are going to cause my family to be really busy, that I know is going to come first? Because to me, family will always, always come first. So I map that out first. I look at my calendar and I say, okay, we're taking the boys to Dutch Wonderland the 6th, 7th, and 8th and 9th. So if I have obligations in my challenge groups, I want to make sure that I have somebody in charge of that. Chances are I'm going to have to auto schedule some of my posts during that time. So I just go through and I think about that and plan that ahead, that I won't be able to really do that. I won't be able to post like I usually do or be on Facebook on the normal times that I am. So on my like page, I auto schedule them. In my groups, I use Hootsuite. In my case, I use Sendable. So then I also look at some other things that I have going on. I have my husband's surgery, my son's going back to school, I start Dom back to school. So what is going on through my mind is, right, back to school. It's just, I'm thinking about that. As a mom, I'm thinking about, I'm going back to school. As a teacher, when I started coaching, I started thinking about how my life looked in August when I was going back to school. So it was rush dinners. It was not wanting to put my margarita down. It was, my house was a mess, and trying to get everything organized and cleaned and ready to go for me to go back to the classroom. So all the tips that I always thought, okay, these are the things that I needed when I was going back to the classroom. I needed crock pot meals. I needed quick snack ideas for my kids. I needed healthy lunch ideas. All of those kind of things that I would just think about in my calendar, I started thinking about my marketing strategy. Okay, I need to be posting about lunch ideas. I need to be talking about, what I'm packing my kids for their lunch. I need to be talking about why Shakeology is perfect for the perfect breakfast when I need to be out the door. And all of that's going to connect back to what my calendar looks like and when I want to put that out. And then I do it, I take it one step further and I look and say, okay, not only what are my goals, but what are the things that I really want to be able to put into the calendar now, because I know it will drive my business forward. So at the very beginning of the month, I set my challenge group dates, and my team cup is going to laugh at me because I said to them yesterday, I was like, I screwed up my dates so bad. So I put those in the challenge. I put my challenge groups in there. And I know, because people tend to be busy, it's hard for them to commit to 60 days when they're getting ready to go back to school or their kids are ready to go back to school. So I keep my challenge groups in August really, really short. I keep them at 21 or 30 days. And so once I have that in there, I think back about what some of my other goals are. I have a lot of coaches in our team that are pushing for Diamond. They're pushing to team builder. They're pushing to team leader. So what I really wanted to be able to provide for them and give them is a push group. I wanted to make sure that August was the month that we're propelling the cup forward, and that I can make sure that I'm helping them reach their goals by helping them laser focus on leadership skills. So I created the Diamond Push group, and I put that in there, and I put the times that I'm doing my team calls in there as well. The things that are sort of the non-negotiables for me, I put all of that in there. End of the month, I'm going to focus on recruitment. I'm going to be focusing on bringing people into my organization. I'm going to focus on finding the people who are like me, who are busy, but who are go-givers, who want to help people, who are very interested in making money, but they get kind of shy about the idea of creating an income based on helping people. So my marketing strategy is really going to be focused at the end of the month. The first part of my month is going to focus on getting those challengers into my groups on the 10th, and I believe it's the 31st, which will be the week before Labor Day. So then once you've looked at your calendars, you set your goals. All right, here's what I want to be able to achieve this month. SC what? Now I say SC what because SC, Success Club, is kind of a given. It's just something we do to make sure that we're helping enough people. And we keep it simple, you know. Success Club means I'm helping a minimum of 3 people a month, right? I'm setting them up with a product, and I'm setting them up with the nutritional tools they need to be successful through Shakeology. So I set my goal. Okay, well, last July or last August, I hit Success Club 10 or Success Club 20. So this time I want to do a little bit better. I believe that I can get Success Club 25, and I set that as my goal, and I write it down. I write it down on my calendar in big numbers, and that is staring me in the face every day. But then I do it one step further, and I say to myself, why does that goal matter to me? It matters to me because I am pushing my business forward, and I really want to be able to hit Success Club 25 because that means that I'm helping at least 12 people. And 12 people means at least of those 12 people, I can guarantee you 2 of those people are going to become coaches. And I really am wanting that $50,000 or that $25,000 challenge winner. And I want to be able to help somebody through the size workout and have that coach who wins $500 and the weekly prize winners, or whatever your goal is that's connected to that number. Why does that number matter to you? You set the goal, but you have to write it. You have to put it in front of you, and it has to mean something. So although I say Success Club is a given, the number is totally in your control. Don't stop at 5 because it's just been met. That's the minimum. If you really want to dive in and you want to shoot for the moon, push yourself. If you hit 5 last month, you can hit 10. If you hit 10 last month, you can hit 20. You just have to tell yourself that. It's a belief. It's that belief that I can do it. But if you're not going to push yourself and you're not going to put it in writing, you aren't going to be able to do it. Okay? So then it's also dates for ranks or team builders, or being able to help a certain number of coaches in your organization achieve their goals. So for me, there's a qualification date coming up, right? So I have it down on my calendar. I have the calendar date. I know exactly what coaches I need to be working with to help them achieve their goals. Because in order for me to achieve my goal, it's not going to get done unless they're doing it too. If you want to achieve your goal of financial freedom or being able to make $200 a week, it's not going to get done unless your first focus is on helping other people. So set your goals, but then you work backwards to sort of make it happen. So I don't know if you guys saw that Driving Towards Daylight that I did for the Dream Team Live, but one thing I talk about is that you're setting these little milestones along the way, right? So I have August 31st at the end of the month. I have in mind what my Success Club points are going to be. I have in mind the number of coaches that I want to recruit into the organization or bring into the organization to help them. I have all those numbers in mind, and then I'm standing here on the 3rd of the month and I'm going, oh snap. That is like, I don't know that I can do that. That is scaring the crap out of me. I don't think I can do that. And instead of focusing on that, on what that number is, you focus on only the ground in front of you. You focus on what you're doing daily, the essentials that you're doing every day to bring you one step closer to that goal that you have. So for me, it might be, okay, I am having 10 conversations today about my upcoming challenge group. I am following up with all of the no's that I received in July. I am sending out an email to people to let them know about the 3-day refresh. I'm using Katie Isaac's video about how to convert customers to challenge pack sales. Whatever it is, you are focusing on the essentials that you need to accomplish that day that are going to drive you one step closer to that ultimate goal that you have. And we're talking more about the month. So what you want to be able to accomplish by the end of the month. Do you guys have questions about that part? And you can unmute yourselves if you want to. It's totally an open conversation. But yeah, every day you just go through and you say, how can I win the day? What do I need to complete the day? Or what do I need to win this day? What do I need to feel good when I go to bed, that no matter what, no matter how fast I'm moving in this organization, today I moved one step closer. That's your goal, right? So step 5 is the one that a lot of people miss, and that's that consistency. Beachbody makes it so easy to be successful at this. There's 3 things that we do. We invite, we're products of the product, and we do personal development. But you can't have one without the other. You have to be consistent in all 3 areas. I don't know if you listened to Summer Tucker's National Wake Up Call today, but gosh, she nailed it. It was so phenomenal. It was so good. But she was talking about how, coaches will often say, well, when I'm successful, when I'm a 6-figure earner, I'll do more of that personal development. No, you need to do it now. You need to do all of that now so that you can become the person you're trying to be. You can become that person through those consistent actions that you're doing daily, that you really are striving to be successful with. But it's consistency in all 3 areas. And then another point she made that was so valid is, I'm just going to buy, my shirt and hope that somebody comes to me and says, I've been waiting for you to sell me P90X3 and Shakeology as a challenge pack. Thank you. No, it doesn't work like that. You have to be willing to get outside of your comfort zone and be willing to go talk to people. You have to be willing to network with people. If you're in that Beachbody Champions group, it's an awesome group. Anyone's welcome into it. There's about 25,000 members in it. But this Beachbody Challenge or Champions group is run by the sales team who work with various coaches throughout the network. And Keyshawn, who is hilarious and so fun, she said today, the most commonly asked question is, I don't know where to find people. Where do you find people? And her response was just so simple. It was something like, you just go out and find people. Like, you don't hide behind your computer screen all the time. You go out and you look for people and you talk to people. And when you're in the supermarket, you have your meal plan there and you strike up a conversation with people. No, not everybody is on Facebook the way the Beachbody coaches are on Facebook. So it's okay to say, I need to get out and I need to talk to people. but consistency in all three areas. You're consistent with your invites. You know, when you're on vacation and there's another mom that's by you, or, you know, you see another couple, you start talking to them about what you're doing, about your journey, about your story, and look for those little snippets and those little keys that allow you to sort of, I think it was Taylor who calls it the eye contact, that allows you to continue that conversation. And being the product of the product, right? I know that this is kind of a given, but gosh, we have everything. I mean, as our team, people want to know more about Every Sweat Matters. People want to know what it's about. They want to know what you're sweating for, what it means, what it's about. And that little piece, that consistent piece of sweating for something bigger, even if it's not for our team, but it's in those actions of doing it, people are going to want to know what you're going to do. They are going to want to know what you stand for. They're going to want to be a part of it. But if you only do it here and there, you know, every couple months, or, you know, maybe once in a blue moon, they're not going to think you're the real deal. And of course, that personal development, the books that we're talking about, The Slight Edge, The Compound Effect, Go Pro, You Are a Badass, all of those, read. They make a difference. They matter. They change the way you think about yourself. They change the way you think about the way you portray yourself. It just makes you think about your purpose and how Beachbody can align to your having a bigger purpose. So I know I got a little off track with how I map out my month, but in all honesty, mapping out my month really starts with those type of things in mind. It's working backwards to achieve a goal that I've set for myself by the end of the month. It's looking at my calendar and thinking back to before I myself was a Beachbody coach and where I was on August 1st, and thinking of the struggles and the things that I had going on in my life that now I have a solution for. So you're giving. If you focus on giving people the things that they need, they will give you in return what you need as well. So if you just focus on how can I help people this month? What are the things the audience that I have need? If you are somebody who tends to relate well to college students, what do college students need before they go out? What are some things and advice and tips you can give them? You know, just think outside the box and think of your consumer. Think of the person that is following you, that is inspired by you. And that's what you should be going for. Look at your calendar, sit down with it tonight, and I want you to start mapping it out. What does your month look like? And I have a challenge for you, because I really believe in you, and I know that people are they're waiting for you to ask. I encourage each of you to hold your own business opportunity call. And I know some of you just kind of caught your breath and went, no, I don't know if I'm ready for that. I only have one coach. I don't have any coaches. People want to know you as a coach. You want to grow your business, not my business, your business. You have more than you realize. You are amazing. I want you to challenge yourself and really get out there, do your first business opportunity call. And the challenge I have for you tonight is to tell me in the comment section of the Knockout Brigade after I post, what is your biz op date? I want you to put it in writing. If you're afraid to actually say that you want to do it yourself, I want you to pair up with a success partner. I want you to find someone either in the Knockout Brigade or on the Dream Team or somewhere that you know that can pair up with you to do this business opportunity call. Whether it's the sneak peek call that I kind of just did last week or the one with the slides, I have both available. You can check them both out. But the more you get yourself uncomfortable with the idea of doing this, the more it's just going to build your confidence. So that is one challenge I have for you this month, is to do a business opportunity call on your own, because I know it's going to start making you feel like the leader of your organization, whether it's one person on that call or it's just your mom on the call. It doesn't matter. As long as you do it, you're going to find yourself growing and getting more uncomfortable and feeling better about it, growing that confidence in yourself. So map out your month. You're going to reflect on the month you've completed. Toot your horn for the things that you did accomplish. If you had some struggles, think about where those struggles were, move past them. Look at your calendar, map it out, and put it in writing, especially those goals. What do you want to be able to achieve? And more importantly, when do you want to be able to achieve it by? Why does it matter to you? And then you drive towards daylight. You focus on the little steps, the little nuggets in front of you in order to help you achieve the next goal. And then lastly, you've got to be consistent, whether it's in your workouts, drinking your Shakeology, or it's your personal development. You have to be consistent all the way with it. All right, so I'm going to stop talking for a minute, and I'm going to open it up to you guys. Do you guys have questions for me? Did I scare you a little bit? Are you like, business opportunity call? Ask your upline. Ask your upline. Do one with your upline. Get on a call with your upline coach. What do you got? Somebody talk to me. What's going on in the chat? Cool. All right. That's awesome, Sarah. Don't be scared, Rachel. You're amazing. Yes, I can tell you where the guides are for the sneak peek or the business opportunity call.
The business opportunity call.
I have the slides. I can send them to you. You can do it. You're good. No one wants to talk to me tonight? Hello, you guys? No?
No.
No one wants to talk to me. Don't be scared. It's honestly, it's okay. I wish I could, sometimes I wish I could just say to you, you matter a lot. I struggle with this because you need to know you matter. Like, you have the opportunity to change one person's life. And every decision you make to either do the vitals or not do the vitals, to share, to not share, to invite, to not invite, all of that has this compound ripple effect. And you matter. You just matter. But if you are in this bubble of comfort, you're never going to break free and you're never going to know your full potential. So how do you get out of that? How do you get out of that fear? How do you rise above it? You have to dive into personal development. You have to do those things that make you a little bit uncomfortable, including setting those scary goals. You just do it. And you have to believe that this company and what we stand for, it matters. You know, we're making a difference. This is not about a challenge pack sale. If you were trying to just sell a challenge pack to somebody, I would be 100% honest with you and say, this probably isn't the team for you, because that's not what we're about. Yeah, there's some hustle in what we do. We have to put some hustle into it. We have goals. We want to be able to achieve them. But if you aren't leading first with heart, then this isn't for you. Start always from a place of kindness, and that is always going to shine through. People are not going to think you're ill intent if you are always set on the idea of helping other people. Truly, if you believe that I'm just trying to help people, it's going to come off that way. That's really how it works. But you have to know you matter. You have to know you can make a difference. You have to know that this call and what we're talking about, I'm talking to you. I'm not talking to just a whole team. I'm talking to you because I was you. I was there sitting going, I don't think I matter. I don't know if I can hit Success Club 5. I don't know if I have it in me. You do. You do. All right, so business opportunity calls. Take a deep breath. You got it. You can do it. I love you. What else do we got? Okay. Do you do business pop call for your current discount coaches, customers? Oh, business op call for your current. Yeah, I do, Rachel. So I hold one once a month. So my business opportunity call that I have for this month is scheduled on the 26th of August. But I have them on YouTube as well. So I posted the one I just did last month on YouTube, and then the one that I've done with PowerPoint slides is on there too. Anyone is welcome. I do a big post about with the link and all the information in it for people. So you can check that out. Rachel, maybe it's a good idea if you even pair up, or we do one with our cup team or something like that. Or if you're running or part of a cup team, why don't you bring it up with your cup team and see if they'd want to do one together. You could do that too. We could do that as well. That's a thought too. And the other thing you can do is Zoom is free, right? So if you do it on Zoom, you can send people the audio link, like the call link, and not the visual link. And you're just, it's like you're talking to them on the phone. So you have that option as well, too. So maybe that's a little less intimidating if you're worried about like seeing people. Cool. All right, so our goal tonight, we're gonna write about our business opportunity call. Do you guys have any questions for me? And the other thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna create a picture, probably tomorrow. I'm gonna create a picture image, and we're gonna talk about the boost. So you guys can give your feedback about the boost and the testimonials you have so far about using them. Sound good? Cool. Anything else, guys? Do you guys smile? Thank you. Cool. All right. We good? Okay, guys. Have a good night. I think you're rock stars. I love you all. You're really good looking too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. Oh, she left.